So check this out, y'all. Since September of last year, 2024, I have been fasting for 72 hours out the month. I always do this on the second Sunday. I start on the second Sunday of the month, and I end my fast on Wednesday. So somewhere around 5 or 6, I'll stop eating on Sunday, and today on Wednesday around 5 or 6, I'll break my fast. So today, of course, makes 6 months that I've done this fast. I do it for spiritual reasons, and I do it for health reasons. So I just want to talk about both of those and the effects or the results that I'm getting so far and the why. I started because I've been hearing in my spirit, hey man, you need to fast. You need to give your body a chance to rest. You constantly eating all day, and you've been eating for years on years on years, and you haven't fasted. And we should know that everything needs a break. When we get sick, what's the last thing you want to do? You don't want to eat because your body is depriving itself of hunger so that it can heal. So that in itself says that when we fast, that does it starts some kind of healing process for our body. Now me, I have done some damage to my body through abuse, through the foods that I was eating, staying up all times of night. Like I say, addiction, drugs, and all kind of shit that was not in the best interest of my physical body, was not in the best interest of my health. So I'm doing this first and foremost, or I really can't even say that. I just knew I was trying to do better health-wise. So I said I'm gonna do a 72-hour fast. And the reasons for the health is because, like I said, personally, I know I've done damage to my body by abusing it. So I understand that fasting heals. I understand that it's good for cellular repair, cellular rejuvenation. I learned what autophagy was, and that's the period when your body begins to repair the damaged cells, which happens between 24 to 48 hours usually. When you're not eating, that's when that autophagy phase starts. I also know that health-wise, again, fasting is good for cognitive health. Fasting is good for the brain, the mind. It allows you to think clearly. Brain fog, it eliminates brain fog. So, and like I say, it gives your digestive system a break. So health-wise, these were the main things that I was aiming at, is when I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do a fast and I'm gonna be consistent. Now, spiritually, I took on fasting because, again, I kept hearing that voice saying, man, you need to fast. You need to show a little discipline. You need to lay off for some of the food and show me you have self-control. Show me that you can sacrifice for the purpose of not only your health, but to draw nearer to God. Show me that during this time when you're not eating, your mind is being purified, your thoughts are being purified. You have a deep remembrance of the Most High. When you're hungry and you're not eating, oh Lord, help me, Lord. If I could just, these are some of the real thoughts, like, oh man, I got to think about God and ask God for strength. I got to ask God now that I'm abstaining from something so natural as eating. God, guide me in this. What is there to gain spiritually from this? Let me go pray. Let me do some charity. I'll think about people who don't eat not because they're fasting. They're fasting because they can't get to food. They may do intermediate fasting because they can only eat a small meal. They can only afford a small meal. Of those people, they may not even eat 2 or 3 days because they can't go buy no food. They homeless or they in another country. They ain't eating, and I'm just a glutton if I want to be, which we know that's one of the 7 deadly sins. So hey man, let me fall back and show a little reverence to God, show a little discipline and self-control, and fasting with the intent of saying, hey God, I'm sacrificing food with the intent, sole purpose of hearing this small, still voice, a message, a sense of guidance. And during that, this is some of the results I've gotten, man. And this is another thing I want to bring up too. Fasting, when you break your fast, when you get off into your fast, let me start there, your stomach, it starts to shrink down. So those big meals that you've been eating every day, when you break that fast, first time I did this 6 months ago, I broke my fast. I ate a big meal and I was almost stuck for 2 hours in a coma, want to go to sleep because my stomach has shrunk down, and then I just overloaded because I'm like, oh man, I'm finna eat. So if you fast, remember, when you break your fast, do something small and light, man. Google what foods to break your fast with. Google what not to eat when you break your fast. Know what your body needs when it's coming off of this break. I seen this guy on the video, he was saying he's a homeless guy. He may not eat for 2, 3, 4 days, and then people see him homeless, they be like, hey man, what you want, man? I go buy you some. And he normally say, man, just go buy me some crack, buy me some nuts or juice here or something there, because they go get him this big old plate of food. He ain't ate in 3, 4 days. His stomach is this big. He take 2 or 3 bites and he's full, and he got to throw all his food away. So just be conscious of knowing at the end of your fast, you want to start back eating small portions. But yeah, it makes 6 months that I've been fasting, and all I have on my fast is water with a little lime in it, some sea salt to give me those electrolytes. That first month I did it, I got a little dizzy when I got up, jumped up too quick, I was a little dizzy. I didn't have enough electrolytes. And I also work out Monday and Tuesday, 2 days. The first 6 months I worked out Monday and Tuesday. The first 4 months I worked out Monday and Tuesday. And I did a little digging, and I seen something that say I should drink coconut water if I work out to just restore my system so I won't get so dizzy and I have the strength to finish my workout. And so I drink a little coconut water after workout, and the only other substance I have is coffee. And I usually only do that on Wednesday, maybe Tuesday a little bit, but usually just the last day I drink a little coffee today. But yeah, it's basically a water fast, a liquid fast. And yeah, man, every month I'm getting stronger. Every month it's getting a little bit easier. I'm gaining more self-control. These hunger pains, they don't hit as hard. My willpower has grown. So it's working out for me. It's prescribed in all of the holy texts, and most doctors would say that it would be wise to fast in some form of fasting, even if it's intermediate fasting. That's when you only eat a few certain hours of your day. You just don't eat all time throughout the day. Or prolonged fasting is what the 72-hour fast. So I'm really doing the prolonged water fast. And it's working out for me, man. I feel great about it. If you want to join me in a fast, leave it in the comments and we'll figure it out, because I do this the second week of every month starting on Sunday. But I'm just thankful that I have the discipline that God gave me the whispered in my ear and say, hey man, do it. And I listened and I obeyed my spirit. And here I am, man. 6 months later, a lot of the vices that I had, a lot of like smoking weed. I don't smoke weed. Now I stopped smoking weed in July before I started fasting. I don't drink. I don't have an urge or desire anymore. And I ain't had sex since last September either. So that's a real big thing that when I get to 6 months, I'm gonna do a whole nother video about that because that's different. You know what I'm saying? To not have sex because I'm abstaining from it. I'm practicing abstinence, maybe. Whatever you want to call it, my spirit has led me the same ways to say, stop smoking weed, stop doing this right here. Right now, it's like, nah, put your thing in your pants. So I got them in my pants right now. But thank you for tuning in to another episode live from the press box. The importance of fasting and how it has benefited my life. Y'all have a blessed night.